You know those national sports shows that only talk about the big national teams and never give your local Carolina teams or players any coverage? Yeah, we're not one of those. The all-new Carolina Sports Talk is your home for your favorite local sports news. Hosted by yours truly, Big Cliff, let's talk about the latest events in sports each week directly in the heart of the Carolinas. Check us out as a part of Crux Media, located wherever podcasts are available.
Hey, welcome to the weekly wind down, and today we talking all things black on this Black History Month. Black. I'm feeling it.
I like it.
I mean, we all here
Everything.
for that. All black everything. Key,
Yeah,
tell me about it. How's it going?
it's going.
It's just going.
Yeah, it's just going. We're doing, all black things today, but you know me.
You black
all the time.
365.
It's all the time.
It's kind of insulting to have a Black History Month episode with you.
Well, we'll have plenty.
Yeah,
No
because
worries.
if you come to the weekly wind down, we black every time.
All day.
Tell me a little bit about, Black history when you got your youngin'.
Yeah, she's only one, so she
Yeah.
doesn't know yet. But what I will tell you is, I think I took her to, her doctor's appointment.
Uh-huh.
And now she's at that age where she's recognizing, differences.
Yes.
And, like the people that, she's always around. And then now she notices that, other people are different than the ones that she's, always around.
Yeah.
And, I think he scared her at her last appointment.
Is he black?
No.
Oh.
I think that's why he scared her, because he walked in and, started talking to her. And she was just like, oh, shit. Like, mama, what's going on here?
Yeah.
She didn't do that with the lady, though.
Okay. Well,
The lady got, she talked to her, she took her to go weigh her. But when he walked in, she was like, oh, hell no.
Oh, so how important is it for you to find a black doctor and things for your child?
That question has many folds to it.
Yeah.
That would be my preference, especially for her. She's a little black girl going to grow up to be a black woman. I think
Right.
it's important that we have somebody that we can be, true to and be honest with, somebody that's going to be honest with us.
Right.
And that's not going to treat us differently, now that we're learning that's what's happening.
Right.
That's what's happening, in school.
Right.
I read certain articles. One in particular, this Asian lady, she said that she knew she probably was going to get kicked out of the program after, releasing that information.
Right.
But, they're taught differently. They're taught, that, we as black, I'm going to say black women because we're black women, just black people in general.
Yeah.
Like, we have a higher tolerance for pain.
Yeah.
You know what I
Supposedly.
mean? Yeah, supposedly. Apparently our skin is different, whatever. They rate us differently. You go to the hospital and, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think the white women have the lowest.
Yes.
Theirs is the lowest. Asian women, I think theirs is 2 points lower than ours.
Right.
So, if we say we're having pain at like a 7, that's like a 4
Right.
or something to them.
And that's why you get into the opioid crisis.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
White people.
Yeah,
Because they don't give them to us.
yeah.
Which is fine. We'll take it. We don't need to be addicted to anything else.
I don't like drugs. Like, people that do that shit and like drink alcohol, it's just like, what are y'all on?
Molly Percocet.
No way. I took a half a perk. I remember I wasn't in college, but it's a little after I graduated. I had a toothache that was so bad.
Yep.
And my daddy gave me a half of a Percocet. It was a half one, like a blue one. And I was sitting on the couch. I was sitting on the computer doing something. And the couch may have been like 6 feet away. I was sitting there and my head, like as I'm talking, like this is how it was going. Like my head started leaning.
I believe that.
And I was falling from the chair and I barely made it to the couch. And I was like, people do this for fun?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No way.
I can't take them. Just count me out.
So it's important to try to have that. If
Yeah.
you can get one that's actually going to do what they're supposed to do, to
That's right.
understand your struggle,
Right.
because there are some out here,
Yeah.
that'll treat you worse than,
Yeah.
the others will.
That's right. And I think they also sometimes think that because they are a black doctor, black dentist, black whomever, that you will patronize them anyway.
You think so?
I think that's why. I mean, they know you're going to come back because you want to have a black doctor or you want to have a black dentist.
I don't think so. You got one fucking time to treat me wrong. Take these coins someplace else.
Right.
I definitely don't have to give them to you because of who you think you are.
Well,
and you can't do your fucking job.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, we ain't having it
at all.
Not on the Weekly Wind Down.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I think that's important. I was just curious what you thought about your level of importance. I mean, you like to have black doctors, but you don't always.
Yeah.
And so,
you like to have them. That would be my preference. I'm actually in search of, and I think I just found, put it out there on Facebook. Facebook knows.
Hey, Facebook knows
they gave
a
me
bunch of nothing
people,
too.
To check out. So I do have a new gynecologist because the one that I went to, their office has gotten so popular.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like you can't even get in there.
Yeah.
Like, I just wasn't going to wait for my appointment for 2 months ago to get canceled again.
Yeah.
No, thank you. For the third time.
For the third time.
Nah.
Well, I think it's important to, especially when you get into gynecologists, OB practices, that you want to make sure you have somebody who's going to be in tune with you.
Yeah, because we're dying from things that we shouldn't be dying from.
Absolutely.
Like women, we're built to have babies.
And we're dying in childbirth.
Yeah, and like right after.
Yes.
That is insane to me.
Is it black women have the highest mortality rate after birth, childbirth?
Yeah.
By far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're killing our babies too.
I believe it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I was actually reading something where there was a young lady who'd had 4 children, and all her birth plan asked was that she had a person of color in the delivery room with her. Mm-hmm. Just one person of color.
Yeah, because you need somebody that you think is going to advocate for you.
And she said it was her 4th child. And she said every time when there was a woman of color or somebody of color in the birthing room, that they listened to her concerns and actually took them more seriously. So
that is outrageous.
She felt like that was the truth. So that's a part of her actual birthing plan for this last child.
That is insane.
It's crazy.
To be, you know what I mean? Like you have to have somebody else to vouch for you.
When she talked about her pain, when she talked about how she felt, because she pushed, because she does different things, she felt like that there was a person in there that she could tell that to, and then that information would be relayed.
That's a damn shame.
It is.
Yeah, like I have a horrible birth story.
Yeah, and we're gonna tackle that one day.
I know we're not.
We know we're not gonna tackle it.
That's not something that I can discuss without getting upset. Recently, I don't think I cry about it anymore. But I think I have nightmares about that. Yeah. Still, I get really upset. I can't watch it on TV. If it comes on, can't do it.
Right. Let's move on to this or that. It's my turn this week. This or that, we're gonna do. We're all black everything today.
Okay.
All black everything edition of this or that.
All
right. Red or purple Kool-Aid? You. Red or purple Kool-Aid?
What flavor is the red?
Red.
The flavor is red.
What do you mean?
Because you could be cherry or fruit punch or strawberry.
Does it matter?
It does.
It's tropical punch.
Tropical punch, yeah. That's what we got.
It's red.
We're going with that.
It's a blue pack, but it's red.
Yeah, but red is normally cherry.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, well, tropical punch. I'm going with red.
Red.
Yeah.
What about purple with lemonade? Oh, that's different.
Lemonade with anything.
You put lemonade in that red punch, but it's not as good.
It is good.
Not as good as lemonade with purple.
Get you some of the blue raspberry. The blue joint and put the lemonade in there.
That's serious.
It's like you get that.
Next level.
You get that tart under your tongue.
Yeah, next level.
Side.
Next level. Hennessy or Crown since we're drinking?
I don't do brown.
Come on.
No.
What about a man? What should he be drinking?
He could drink what he like.
And then?
I mean, my man likes it all. Henny and Crown. I've had the okay, between those two I'm gonna say Hennessy.
Why?
Because it tastes better than Crown. Crown is like something your uncle drinks.
You think?
Yeah, your old uncle.
What about peach? When you add the peach to it, it gets a little.
Who's drinking peach with Crown?
Crown peach.
I haven't had it yet.
Come on.
They can't keep it in the store.
That's true.
I can't find it.
I'll find you some.
Give me some.
We'll have that next time instead of wine. Might do something.
Okay.
All right. Naturalista. Gel or mousse?
What?
Gel or mousse?
Gel. Why would it mousse? Use that?
Setting mousse. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not even a good this or that. No man. You're supposed to ask me what kind of gel. No.
What kind of gel?
Doesn't matter.
Is it Ampro?
You said gel. I'm not getting slices.
The Ampro works.
On waterfalls.
Yeah, Ampro is intense.
No, I can't put that. That has like a really high alcohol.
Yeah, content. Something to make you bald.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard and frozen, like that girl that can't get that Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue
out of her hair.
Boom. That's what we're heading to.
Yeah.
What happened?
She it was got to be something that she normally used.
Got to be glued,
and she ran out. So she showed it in the video, the Gorilla Glue heavy adhesive.
But why?
Because she ran out of her Gots to Be. And I guess she used what she had. Yeah.
It just... Did she read?
Probably not. But you know, like Gorilla Goo, I think, is the thing. They make
yes,
hair thing.
Yes, there's a hair. It's a Gorilla Goo.
So she probably thought it was that.
Dang. That Gorilla Goo does work, I suppose.
I don't think so. I think I tried it. Somebody gave me some and I trashed it.
It's like snot. It's Gorilla snot.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, Gorilla snot. She couldn't have thought the Gorilla Glue was Gorilla snot.
There's gorillas in it.
Yeah. Well,
both of them got monkeys on them.
She's bald.
Got apes.
She's bald.
Is she? Bald. I haven't seen the update.
Yeah, I watched the update where she took it out.
Yeah, I imagine she would be because I would assume that she couldn't save it. Like even it, like you have to chisel it.
Somehow she saved like some edges.
Oh, well, that's the most important part.
No. When I say bald, face bald on the head.
I wonder if it's gonna grow back. Like if it's done something chemically to where she can't grow her hair anymore.
Well, we'll see. It was a bad situation.
Yeah, she won't do that anymore.
Speaking of black people stuff, why would you do that?
I wouldn't.
There's a lot of,
my hair doesn't need to be slick that bad.
Yeah, it was intense. I couldn't get past it. I was very sad for her. Best wishes to you, my friend.
It's hair, it grows back.
And then all the laces and all the things that we have to replace your hair, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, she could be laid.
Men don't really care.
I don't know now.
They say they don't. They say they do, but I don't think they do.
I can't wear wigs at my house.
Well,
not that I can't, but it's just like it's odd for him.
But you're a naturalista.
Yeah, but the thing is that he loves it.
That's right.
And I guess what's so great about that is that I was already natural when we started dating.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a transition thing. Because, ended it with this other one that was just like, nah. Because that's what he liked, that relaxed look.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's liking anything these days. Hello.
Hello, somebody. No, I have been natural since 2006, but I've always done the relaxed look. But then when I did my hair detox last month, I was getting all the men.
I've only straightened my hair once.
It's crazy.
And he didn't I guess he liked it. That was the first time he'd ever seen it straight.
Oh, well, then that makes sense.
So he was just kind of looking at it like, oh, shoot. But he told me, he was like, he liked, he touched it or whatever. Said he liked my curls better.
Yeah.
So do I, because now, like, that stuff, it sticks to your lip gloss and, all kind of stuff. And
your hair?
Everything. Yeah. Like the wind blows and it just all stuck on your mouth. And I was like, oh,
that's
God.
just because you've been doing your natural curls for a while.
I sat down, it got stuck on a chair. Like I'm trying to get up and I done yank myself. Because, it's long. It looks short, but it's long.
Well, shrinkage is healthy. That's healthy hair.
Yeah, and it's absolutely real.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, since I was talking about lip, you see my lip gloss?
It's popping.
Okay. This is Smooches by Allie.
Allie?
Yes.
Okay.
In Darlington. We're talking black stuff, black owned. And it's actually a friend of mine, her daughter, Alyssa. She's 5.
Oh, come on, entrepreneur.
And she makes lip gloss. And let me tell you, it feels good. It feels really good.
Yeah.
Like I tried it when I got it, had my little packet. It was all, nice and everything. I was like, okay, come on now, Smooches by Allie.
Smooches by Allie?
Yes, ma'am. Put a little pen in there for me. And I texted mom. I was like, okay then, Alyssa, I see you.
Let's go. That. That's good.
It's really good though.
That's awesome. I'm all about supporting.
Yeah. And I put some on my baby, because I'm trying to get her into, some of the things that, we do as girls that she'll probably, see me doing. And I put it on her lips and try to get it up, rub it together. She didn't do that, but, she took her finger and wiped it all over her face. But, we're getting there. Because she likes perfume now because she broke the top on my
Dang it.
Jador, yeah, she broke, and he ordered me some little cheap bottles. So instead of the nice one that I had, and that's why she liked to play with it, you know, broke it, and I got in these little cheap bottles now that I have to use.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm also about supporting. I love a little entrepreneur. Got to start somewhere. Give me some smooches.
You wear gloss?
I wear gloss. Okay. You know, I like the lip color. Yeah. And I'm a matte girl. That's not really black.
It's not now. Okay, now let me do a comparison.
Yeah,
because I used to like that too. I used to like the Ooh Baby.
Oh yeah, Ooh Baby.
Now see, the MAC is like has that gloss, but it's sticky.
It's too thick, sticky. Yeah,
it's sticky.
Nobody I have wanted to kiss with my Ooh Baby on wanted me to kiss them because it's gonna linger.
Yeah, this one isn't that. Like it's a good, like a thick, like a nice texture, but it's not sticky.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm all for that, actually. I need a little bit of something that comes off. I'm more of a matte. I like matte lips.
Yeah, that's what I do now. Like normally I wear my red. I wore lipstick earlier today for the first time, and I don't know how long. Because I knew I wouldn't, have to have a mask on.
Well, the mask situation is tough. What do you do for your skin when you have your mask on?
I don't go much of anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't go any place where I have to have it on for a long time.
Skin regimen? You're glowing over there.
Well, okay. So, we talking black stuff. So
Black.
Urban Eden. Found this company on Facebook, like just a random thing. Husband and wife duo down in Douglasville, Georgia. And they grow like the herbs and stuff. They make a soap.
Yeah. And
during, when COVID hit and the pandemic, they actually blew the fuck up.
Hey.
Like you would think at a time, like when people, I guess didn't have much money or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they went from, she said maybe like 8,000, maybe like 8,600 orders like that year. And per year, and they went up to over 65,000.
Yes. Come on now.
For the year. They had to move their business because they had like a small store, know, where they were making the stuff, and they had to move to a warehouse.
Yeah.
I think they were able to hire they had to hire 19 employees to keep up. Like they were behind. The shipping time was like up to maybe 5 to 6 weeks because the stuff is they make it there.
Right.
So I like the charcoal, of course. All black everything. Give me the black soap. My toothpaste is black that I use.
It works.
It really is.
Yeah.
I use it on my baby too because it's a natural one. I like the charcoal one. There's the South African lavender.
I love lavender.
You would love this soap. It is so nice.
Okay.
I love that one.
I'm okay with to be gifted some.
Okay. Next time when I re-up.
When you re-up, let me know or just send me the link because we like to support black businesses at the weekly wind down because, how are we going to get ahead if we don't support each other?
Right.
Got to do it. Speaking of.
You need some of this soap too. We'll get B some too.
Yeah. B's our producer.
Yeah. We'll get it.
We like him.
Have him smelling all nice.
Hey.
Get him a,
He smells nice now.
Well, not to say that he stinks or anything. But you might have some, some company or whatever, or go somewhere, and somebody whip their head real quick, like whoa.
Whew, that's a
when
natural.
you get that head turner, that's it.
And B got a beard.
Yes, he does. Come on now.
We thought B out.
B, let me see your forearm. He took that jacket off.
Hey, we see it. We see it.
Yeah, get you some of that. Get your little coin, play a little game.
Heads or tails.
Yeah.
Moving along. Now we're going on black. We're still black today. We're very, one of the things about being black, my shirt, Black Women Are Necessary.
Love it.
From Okay to Be Apparel.
Okay to Be. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. I've found her on TikTok.
And see, look at social media.
Hey, moves quick.
Getting us out here.
And, it's okay to be a black woman.
Not it's okay to be.
It's definitely.
Okay.
Please.
Let's put it out here. Your favorite.
Yes. So Black Women Are Necessary. That's another episode. But please know that a lot of things that you're experiencing right now is because of a black woman.
Come on now.
It's
okay.
Just, and so
Tell
as
the people.
I'm letting you know what you need to know. And so if at any time that you feel like you don't matter to somebody.
You do.
You do. Because we're necessary. Because there will be no Reverend Doctor. There'd be no President O.
His mama's not black.
Yeah, but his wife got him into the president.
Now that is true.
Yeah, black women are necessary.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And it's normally in a lot of situations like that, it's always, doesn't necessarily have to be the black woman, but in those instances.
Yeah.
She's the man behind the band.
There you go.
The band behind the man. There you go.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of times like you thinking it's like, nah.
You think it's one way, it's typically
it's
not.
the old lady.
There you go.
Because my husband love to tell you, it'll be, and I like, he'll my wife you to death.
There you go.
And I like it.
Hey,
I am not complaining.
Wife.
A lot of you see a lot of things out here, and they're like, when I get married, I want my husband, my fiance, you to death. That man, my wife.
Hey.
He'll be on the phone.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Okay, now I was talking to my wife. And the crazy thing is, he says it to people that know who I am.
Yeah, and was it just for whatever?
He just like, I was talking to my wife.
Hey.
Okay, my wife.
Okay. You done stepped up.
Flip the coin. What's
there
good?
you go. Flip the coin.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm about to challenge you a little bit
Okay.
on this blackety black thing.
All right.
If you could trade places with any black icon, and I say icon for you.
That's what I was going to say. What's the icon? Now?
For you. Somebody you might see as representative of what it means to be black or successful or powerful. Who would you trade places with for 24 hours?
Dana Owens.
Dana Owens. Tell me why you wanted UNIT.
Yeah, I got to be the queen, man.
Oh, come on.
I mean, not like, don't look at me like that. Because I know where you're going.
Hey.
But, like she does like a lot of things. Like she has a lot of hats. Like to come from the flavor unit and like to, to be the cover girl.
Hey.
Like she's everywhere.
Yeah.
And and she does it behind the scenes. Like you don't know. Like a lot of things that are, produced by her, written by her. And she has a new show coming out. I'm not sure what the name of it is. But it's like I think she's like a detective or some type of officer.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Like that, I would want to be her. Like I would like
from
to
the
be
beginning, she represented.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let these folks know who you calling the bitch.
Hey, UNITY.
Yes. Had out here, with her, her African inspired garb on.
That's right. She was a queen.
Black, extra black, the queen, and you will address me as such.
Yeah, I'm about to be way worse with this.
You think so?
I know. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You know who I would be?
Who?
Offset.
Why would you be Offset?
I don't know. I feel like he gets around. He's married to Cardi. You said 24 hours.
You said icon though. Offset isn't an icon.
What?
He is?
Offset? You don't think so? Shout out to Perfectly Priest, my friend Latasia. She really jumped out there with this question. And I had to think about it. My friend Jess, she was like, Future, but I would say Offset. I mean, Cardi's a baddie. She's fun.
You want to be Offset so you can fuck Cardi B?
And that makes it sound so much worse. But Offset had a lot of connections. He's friends with Quavo, who I feel like would be my best friend.
No, I'm about to say that you wouldn't want to be Quavo?
I would want to be Quavo's friend.
Like Quavo be chilling.
I know, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I could also be Quavo. And see, this is where
you just want to be one of the Migos.
I would want to be one of the Migos. 24 hours? I know.
I can't believe it.
I'm disappointed in myself for even saying it out loud.
Just wow.
At least I'm being honest.
Yeah, you're right.
I try to on the weekly wind-up. We got to tell it like it is.
I just can't
I almost said Michelle Obama, but I mean, after you
don't want that pressure.
After you have sex with Barack Obama, what is there?
I don't know.
Other than motivating people, which we could do that in our regular lives.
Yeah. First lady be
a lot of business.
No, that ain't where I'm going. She be fly.
All the time. She comes out and she just shuts it down. So yeah, I was like, let me not get too deep. And let me just be real.
Yeah.
Offset. Who is G?
Offset.
Offset.
She's Offset.
It's Offset. Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I know you didn't expect that one. Sorry. That's what came to my head.
And then ask me, why would I want to be the Queen Latifah? Yeah, he want to be Offset. At least we're rappers.
It's Offset. Yeah, we should probably do a song.
But
Offset's a good one. Let's just move along.
Did you know that he dances?
Yes.
You can't dance.
And I can't.
Like, he, started out, he's a legit dancer.
He's in the background of the videos.
Really dancing.
Hey.
Pop, lock, and drop it
dancing. Hey, pop, lock, and drop it. Offset with Cardi B.
Can we go to the side real quick? Whip Nene.
Oh, we can't. We talking about Silent Toe.
We won't then.
Silent Toe.
We bring it back.
Next. Okay. We on blackness.
Yeah.
Who's on your Black Mount Rushmore?
I'm struggling with the fourth one.
Come on.
George Washington Carver. I'm putting him up there.
Peanut Butter Brother. Tell me more.
And I hate the people.
I know. And that's why I triggered you on
because
purpose.
He's a scientist.
He's a scientist.
Developed so many things.
So much more than just peanut butter.
Yeah. Yeah. And let me tell you a story about him.
Tell me.
They I think he may have been 11. I don't know, because he used to be a slave, and he went to go live with this white family.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever heard his voice?
No.
Be work on that. Pull that up. George Washington Carver's voice. And he had a very high pitched voice. To be such of his stature.
Yeah.
To be a grown man.
Yeah.
They the story that I've read is that they castrated him. Because they didn't want him to fuck his daughter.
Oh, damn. That's not true. Is it?
I would hope not. But that's what I said. That's why they said his voice is so high, because this happened to him as a young boy. You know what I mean? So
right.
He didn't have, chance to do, that developing. So it's he has a squeaky, he had, a squeaky voice. And from what I've read, that's why they did. Now, that may not be true.
Yeah.
Somebody check me on that, but that's what I've read. And from what I've heard, Well, let me see.
B, you got enormous value to Southern agriculture. Dr. Carver.
I certainly hope so, Mr. Habrilla. But I'm not as young as I once was. I was somewhere in the 70s on my last birthday.
Sound like a little an old woman did.
Do you think he's trying to be that way to save himself?
No.
That's just how he talk?
Yeah, they cut his balls off.
Yeah, they make you do that.
Yeah, well, and you don't have the testosterone.
Yeah.
So, you don't
I hope
have
that's not. Keith.
What?
You always.
Now listen, we doing all black everything.
We all black everything, and that's true.
And we telling the truth, aren't we?
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
But that's what I've read. That's why his voice sounded that way. And I think it was Dick Gregory was telling that story somewhere.
Yeah.
And and I was like, oh wow, had no idea.
Well, the more you know.
Hey, they want to be the peanut man, but let's get the story behind it.
Yeah.
Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
Triple OG, Harriet Tubman.
You gotta have her. What do you think about her on the 20?
We talking about Mount Rushmore.
I
think they need a better. I didn't think that they were going to be serious about putting her on the $20 bill.
Yeah.
I wish that they would put a different photo of her on there.
Like her when ready to go someplace?
Like one of her not looking like a slave.
Yeah.
I would take the last picture that they took of her, and I think that picture was taken at her home.
Yeah.
She her house is in I think it's Auburn in New York. I know it's in New York, but I think it's Auburn. You can go visit, her house there. I would prefer that picture. To where it looked like, she's lived her life and she's done her due diligence. Done what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
She was out here working, that's what she looks like. Don't put that on a $20 bill. I don't know, just put a picture of her looking more dignified, I would think, because, these other clowns that we have on the money, they're not out here, chopping down a cherry tree.
Yep. Yeah, well, you know that.
You're not out here with the kite and the key. You're not getting electrocuted,
Right.
Don't, that would be my thing. Beyonce.
Hey, she got to get on there.
Let's put B up there.
I think you got to.
Yeah.
I think the cross range is true.
She deserves it.
Yeah.
Why not? She does, and she's another one that they hate on B so much.
They do.
And they're just like, oh my God, I can't stand, she can't sing, she can't do. Bitch, what can you do? You probably do have more vocal talent than what she has.
But can you?
A lot of people sing, better than Beyonce.
Yeah.
But she has the whole package. She is an entertainer. She's not R&B. She's pop. That's what they've made her.
Yeah.
And she's also a philanthropist.
Yeah.
She gives, the Be Good Foundation that she has. Like they give and they do things and they don't do it out loud because they don't have to.
Right.
And that's something that I do, like randomly.
I think it's really important for us to continue that way.
Yeah. Like I'll give and I'll do some things. And, like social media is such a thing. People like to go out and tell and they want to tag you and do all kind of stuff. And I'm like, just don't do that.
But sometimes you got to play with them to get what you want done.
I'm just saying, like, for me, like if I do something or whatever, it's just like, don't do that. Like that's not necessarily, I didn't do that in order to
get some kind of recognition
at all. Or like for somebody to know that I've done that. Like if you need it and you got it, good. Number 4, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know who the fourth one.
What about you can't even, I mean, so no Reverend Doctor? They love him.
Since we went there, let's put X up there.
Yeah, okay.
Let's put Malcolm up there.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I was thinking Marcus Garvey, but he was Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put Malcolm up there. Well, no, let's not put Malcolm up there.
Oh, you putting him there?
Let's put Huey Newton up there. Huey P. Newton. Let's put Huey up there with his TAM.
Okay, with a TAM.
Because the Black Panther Party, they did a lot of things.
Yes, they did.
They did a lot of things that the government mimics now, things that they stole, for them, like a lot of these welfare programs that they have.
Yeah.
They didn't want us to be, to get these things from our own community. They wanted you to be dependent on the government, on the man that runs it. Nah, we had these things going on in Oakland. We got the pattern, like we laid the blueprint for this, for you to do that. Like WIC, that started there. They had where they made it so that these women and kids could get, free health care.
Yeah.
In their communities. Like they got a spot. You come here and get this. They had a food program.
Yep.
You hungry? You need some grocery?
People like to leave that part out about the Black Panthers.
They do, because they want them to be seen as a
terrorist
organization. Yeah. And they absolutely were not. What are they terrorizing? Your pockets? Your beliefs? Like you don't want them to go out here and help these people be healthy?
Let's not help.
So they can band together?
Yeah.
Nah.
We talk about help. What about reparations? What would be fair?
They have nothing.
They have nothing that would be fair.
Nothing.
That's what I was thinking too.
You have nothing that can make up for that. And then it would be a thing of like, would you have to calculate your blackness? Because, at one point it was one drop.
Right.
And so you definitely go have, these white folks out here trying to get reparations.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my great grandmama,
she
was black.
Yeah.
I bet she was.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
Yeah. So I was wondering about that when we were talking about, well, not we, but when the election and things were happening and people were giving us their reparation plans for Black America. Will it ever happen?
How about do something with these officials that are out here killing our children?
There you go.
Our husbands.
Let's work on the things that we can actually work about.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. I think I was listening to D.L. Hughley, and he was saying that Black people shouldn't pay taxes.
I mean, that's a thought.
Yeah, I guess that would be something. Let's get some equity going on. How about that?
Let's get some equity. I think a lot of people don't think about all the things that go into reparations. So we're talking about we weren't able to live where we wanted to live.
Yeah. Redlining, we getting rid of that?
Yeah, we weren't able to live where we wanted to live. We weren't able to get credit, to get homes, even in places that we were allowed to live.
Places where you had to build.
Yeah. And that didn't happen for a while. So we didn't have anything. We don't own anything. Mm-hmm. So we're behind.
Absolutely.
And so we're so far behind, I don't even know what reparations could look like. Right. So for me, when the election was going on, it really was a non-factor.
It can't.
Because what could reparations look like that would be fair?
That's the thing, for it to be fair.
Fair, equitable.
Right.
Almost even.
So, but somebody's going to, what about us?
All the time. Every time.
Well, why do they get? Because we've never had.
Never had. And that's one of the things.
That's exactly why.
Other people who have been enslaved, they have been ostracized from communities. They've gotten some sort of reparations.
Yeah, I just, Another thing, you might as well let the gate open at these prisons.
Yeah.
Let those boys go home. This little weed you found in the pocket, but now you can grow it and have a fucking vending machine.
Yeah.
But you could F11 and get you some marijuana in some places. But somebody got locked up.
Yeah, got locked up for what might be an intent to sell.
Or smoke.
And they probably were just going to smoke it.
Oh, we got a little dime bag. There was a video I saw this officer pull this guy over. Not even put him over. I think he was at the store or something. He was like, you got a little weed. And the guy was telling him, he was like, no, I don't smoke. He pulled him over. He was like, I don't smoke. He was like, well, I'm just, just being honest with it. If you said, if you got a little weed on, I'm not going to do anything. And he was just like, what are you talking about?
Right.
I don't smoke.
Nope.
Yeah, so it's just,
As a black woman, what do you think is your greatest barrier? If you had to pick one.
White women.
White women. Why?
I don't know a reason why I say why not.
Yeah.
It's just like, because everything that, and I say that, and I guess speaking, in terms of career wise, I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
It's always, in my experience, it's always like we have to be like the church mouse at the job. Like you can't be who you want to be. You know what I mean? It's like they hire you to do what they say and not do your job.
Right.
They want you to come in and do certain things, and you'll have like the manual, the guidebook, the whatever. You have the fucking evidence. It's like, well, that's not what happened. That's not how that's supposed to do. Yeah, I know, but this is what I want you to do. Oh, okay. So why am I here?
Yep.
You need some little do boys. You don't need anybody. You know what I mean? Like,
why do you think it's so important for people to tell us what to do?
Because they need to have that sense of power.
Do you feel like that's an issue with black men as well?
Yeah. Certain ones.
Yeah.
Like, because you have some that, just, they know. They know what they have. They know that that's your partner, that's your teammate, that this does not function as a unit when, one part of it is down.
Right.
They know, that, and when one part is down, they are capable of, taking on, that other part until we can get ourselves back together.
Right.
But then you have some that just need, like, a fill-in or something.
Yeah.
You just need that part that's not complementary but supplementary.
Right.
It's just like, right here. Like you need, I don't know what a good word for it would be. You just need that look. I need to look like I have everything else that I want, but I don't look like I'm successful. Yeah. And a lot of people equate being successful, and a lot of African cultures, like your family, like that is the most important thing.
Right.
Like I was, I don't know if I saw a video, I was reading something, and they'll greet each other and they'll ask how your children are, because that's what they base it on.
Right.
Like if your children aren't doing well, you're failing. You aren't doing, what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's interesting. I think it's important for us to be realistic with where we are, in terms of black men, in terms of white women, in terms of where we see ourselves as black women, and which game you want to play. Yeah. Are we deciding that we want to conform and just do as told?
No. Because, I don't give a shit about no job, especially not working for somebody else. Right. Y'all better leave me the hell alone.
But it's important, in general, to be able to function in society without being viewed as angry. Because I think as black women, and if any black women are listening right now, understand what it's like to be viewed as angry.
Yeah, but nobody, I won't say nobody, because they recognize it and they know it. Yeah. And just like you've done so much to cause this, you know what I mean? Not even anger. It doesn't even have to be anger. Yeah, if you say anything, now you're being confrontational.
Oh.
Did you see the I don't know if I sent it to her, if you saw it, the lady that was at work, she was approached by, it was a black lady, she had on a shirt that had an artist. I don't know, I'm gonna say it wrong. Basquiat.
Yeah. Basquiat.
Okay, yeah. Him. She had a picture of him on a shirt.
Yeah.
Lady approached her and said, well, we aren't allowed to, wear certain things like that. We don't agree with like the artist, or not the artist, but the person that's on your shirt. And she said, well, do you not like art? And she was like, well, of course I do. Yeah. Said, do you appreciate, like fine art or, whatever? And she was like, well, yeah, but that's not what that is. And she was like, well, do you know who this is on my shirt? She didn't know that it was an artist. She thought it was a rapper.
Oh.
Because, of course, that's what we put on our shirts.
Right.
We wear rappers. And I guess maybe he looked like The Weeknd or something because you know how his hair is. I don't know who she thought it was. But she absolutely did not know who it was. But decided that what she had on was inappropriate. Now, this isn't even somebody's boss. You just work here.
Right.
Ma'am, your desk is across this aisle away from me. Susan, if you don't get the fuck on. It was a whole thing. So she took it to HR.
Right.
However, the conversation went, and she said, oh, okay, well, you think? She said, well, let's go to HR. So the black lady took her to HR. And they was just like, oh, my God, because they had complaints on this lady, but nobody, ever took it as far as she did.
Right.
So she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She tried to do it, like, with 3 other people. They were, like, getting on her ass about it. And I think the next day, like, they had a formal meeting or, like, they had to go before, whomever.
Yeah.
And she got fired.
Wow.
So they was like, well, what do you think is the right thing to do here? She was just looking like, oh, shoot. She didn't think they were going to ask her opinion. Yeah. And she was like, she's never up for anybody losing, their job, especially about like, a mistake or whatever.
Right.
Look at her out here saving this lady that has already had these complaints. Still trying to be the good person and, I guess look out or whatever. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah. And they were, whatever her response was to it. So of course she cried.
Yeah, of course. It's tears.
The white tears. And they, I guess, comforted her or whatever. But then after it was like, you're fired. And she just kind of snapped out of it.
Right.
And then she started going off. Because it wasn't the lady's decision anymore. She was like, she, didn't want to lose her job. But because of her response to whatever it was they said, it was like, oh, yeah, you're fired. You're no longer employed here. And that's when she hit the switch.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, we can talk about it. She was like, well, we can meet at your car or whatever. And she was like, I just want y'all to know, if she's at my car, I'm going to beat her the fuck up. Yeah. So it was, those type of things like where you have to, kind of like a code switching, and it's something like where they say we have to wear a mask and all kind of stuff. Yeah, I ain't about that.
That sounds like, how Representative Cori Bush has to go in there and be like, crazy lady Marjorie, that's a representative from Georgia, Marjorie Greene.
That's the one that got
yeah, they told her she couldn't be on any committees.
Yeah.
And then I think Cori told her, she just moved out of her office. She didn't feel like it was safe. I feel like she was protecting herself from really having to get her take care of business because she was being disrespectful. And, you just want to step out so you don't have to worry about it.
Might as well.
Sometimes we remove ourselves.
Yeah.
To prevent a situation that could go a different way.
Right, because you don't want to be that person.
Right.
Not even because of what you wanted. Like, I've had plenty.
That's
Not
right.
even because of what you want it to look like, because I'm one that takes things at, at face value.
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah, I'm not about to argue with you because, the old thing that people say, like, from a distance, you can't tell which one is the fool.
That's right. That's right. So she just moved on out. She just said, don't worry about it.
They had like one of the ladies at the office I used to work in, they had like a going away. She was retiring or something.
Yeah.
And they had like a little celebration for her at the office, and I didn't go. I didn't go because I ain't fuck with her like that. Right. Ain't no need for me to go in there like that. We aren't friends. Congratulations. All right, get the fuck on.
Yeah, move along.
Whatever. It wasn't a thing like I disliked her. She would do some grimy shit, and I, never had an issue, with her, or whatever. And somebody come and ask me, and actually it wasn't my intention just like to not go, because I could have went and showed my face.
Right.
One of my clients called my phone. And I had been waiting, to talk to him or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I closed my door because, it gets loud, so that I could talk to her without disrupting what they had going on around the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was still on the phone, actually, when the girl came up to me, because it lasted through whatever they were doing. And she was like, well, why didn't you come? And I'm just, I'm on the phone. I was like, I'm on the phone. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm pretty sure you and all of the other ones were like, she's not here. Why are you over here asking me anything? She was the only one that came. And I'm pretty sure they talked about me in there, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine when people talk.
I didn't care. I mean, because I ain't fuck with none of them like that anyway.
Yeah, and once you get to the point where you don't care.
That's been a thing. Let me do my job.
That's it.
Let me do it flawlessly like I do.
Yeah, you do
like
it.
I did.
How about interracial dating, real quick?
Never done it.
And will you?
Nah.
Would you? Just wanted to ask. We'll talk about that on the next one. I think that's really important because I think it's a fair deal. We're talking about black women.
Yeah.
What our options are.
Okay. I won't go into it since we'll talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it because I think it's fair.
I have a reason why.
Yeah, that's for another show. Where laughter is the best medicine. And wine is better with friends. Whether it's your weekend rewind or a chance to unwind, join G and Key in our weekly safe space where we discuss life, love, and all of the above.
You can follow us on Instagram at The Weekly Wine Down, and that is wine with a Y. And remember, if you can choose to be anyone, be Offset.
Yeah.
We'll catch y'all another time.